Distinguished Chief Guest, Mr. Abhinav Bindra, respected Chairperson, Mrs. Neeta Ambani, our beloved heads, teachers, families, and the extraordinary class of 2019. I still remember the very first time I sat in this auditorium, right there in the first row. As a little 4-year-old, the size of the auditorium and the number of people in it was slightly overwhelming at first. But within minutes, all of that went away. I just had to turn to either side to be met with friendly faces with big smiles. The more I looked around and interacted with my classmates, teachers, and even non-teaching staff, the clearer it became that this school was family. In this way, the gates of this school slowly started becoming a safe haven in the city where I felt comfortable and free to be who I wanted. Finally, after our years in DAIS, we've come back in a full circle. Back to the same auditorium with the same familiar faces. But apart from our comfort with each other, the one thing that has definitely changed is our comfort to adapt to new challenges. We've learned to become more confident of our abilities and welcome challenges with open arms. These challenges could have been trying to stick to that daunting deadline calendar, convincing a teacher to change a deadline once you realize that you can't stick to it, or finally managing to evade the teacher every time they ask you about a certain corrupted file on ManageBack. But on a more serious note, the foundation we have received at DAIS is unparalleled to anything we could have imagined. Through the subjects we've studied and exams we've given, this journey's been less to do with the content we've learned. Instead, it's been about the skills we've developed and experiences that have shaped us. This is where we first learned about inflation from the price of a samosa in the canteen and learned about bearings by running around the football field on a treasure hunt. From our Friday service sessions to trips with students from around the world, we've learned how to respect, show gratitude, and accept diverse perspectives. It has perfectly trained us to achieve our own definitions of success, whether this merely means bringing about changes in ourselves or implementing plans to change the world. So thank you, Neeta ma'am, for creating an environment which made us feel like we belong and leading us on a journey which has been a perfect springboard into the real world. From coming into our primary classes and asking us about our favorite subjects, to ordering pizza for us at midnight, you have made it a joy to study here and have made DAIS a place where we can fully explore our passions. But passions can never be realized if not for a certain amount of tenacity and relentlessness. Mr. Bindra, you embody both of these qualities to the hilt. Some years ago, I attended an event where you were part of a panel. You spoke about several difficulties you had faced at Olympic events and how you had learned to overcome them. You said something I will never forget, which is very pertinent today. The key is to practice and be confident of our capabilities. This way, no matter what life throws at us, we can be prepared to face it and continue working towards our dreams, irrespective of the outcome. As we move beyond the walls of this school, we are bound to experience victories and adversities. But one constant, which will always remain, is the unwavering support from each of you here today. Thank you, heads, for always accommodating us and ensuring that we stay on the right path. From frequent visits to Ms. Munshi and Ms. Tarpawala's office for fights in the bus, to nervously waiting outside Mr. Basu's office with yet another unconventional request, you have done whatever it takes to help us flourish. Thank you, teachers, for helping us achieve our potential and being ever so patient with us, encouraging and empowering us every step of the way. And now, to our families. Ever since our very first day, you have been as involved in this journey as we have, if not more. The early mornings, the late nights, and all the stress-ridden times in between. Thank you for being there every step of the way. Whether it's been walking us to the bus stop or frantically driving us to school because we missed the bus, cooking breakfast for us in the morning or buying chocolates for us to carry to school on our birthday, stocking up on stationery and covering our notebooks, or helping us revise the night before a test. To be fair, with the amount you have helped us and sacrificed for us in this journey, you deserve to be graduating today as much as we do. And finally, class of 2019, where do I begin? Whether it's been playing lock and key in the jungle gym, basketball during open periods, or the overly competitive inter-house football matches, I've lived some of my best days with you. And it's not only within the walls of this school. We've traveled around the world together. Class trips, IYP, village trips, service programs, exchange trips, sports competitions, MUNs, and even round squares. We've created a lifetime worth of memories and have constantly worked to better each other. It was the idea of not being able to make any more of these memories which overcame all of us with emotions on our last day. No matter how many years we have been together, everyone felt the same bittersweet emotions. Class of 2019, although you might be feeling sad today, we've all recently learned that there are two aspects to every situation. On one hand, as we graduate from this school, all of us are going to move on and lead diverse lives, achieving different dreams. But on the other hand, the friends we made, passions we found, and skills we developed here will stay with us forever. So don't be afraid to try new things when you've been blessed with such a strong foundation and support system. Today, on the day that all our dreams begin, I just have to look at the achievements of my classmates to realize that no dream is too big. Our grade already has top coders, inspiring athletes, entrepreneurs, and successful authors, just to mention a few. We all have goals and ambitions, and now is the time to start working on them. This is our chance to take risks as we step into the unknown. Today marks the end of our high school journey, all the way from our bright blue sun-sprinkled t-shirts to these elegant blue graduation gowns, from wearing our navy blue DAIS caps to these graduation caps with tassels, making our way up all 7 floors, and finally coming back here to the start. After this long journey of fighting deadlines, learning from each other, and being there every step of the way, all I have to say is, class of 2019, I love you 3000. Thank you.